Hello guys, it's LaserBeast here. I've been away for a little bit. I've been just being lazy and just playing the game, enjoying the World of Warcraft, and I've changed my ways. I have decided to start to make some gold. Now, this is a bit of a different video. This is not a guide. This is not a guide on how to make gold. I am the worst player with gold, probably. You know, there's people worse than me for sure, but I've never had more than 120,000 gold in World of Warcraft in my entire time playing. And that's pretty miserable. And there was a point in the day where I was doing a Mythic Plus, and I was a tank, and I actually ran out of gold, couldn't repair my gear, had to borrow money off a friend. Fortunately, I had a friend in the group. So I thought, this is enough, enough is enough, I need to make some gold, and obviously now isn't the best time because it's the end of the expansion, but there's a Brutosaur there that's a goal. There's probably never been as good a goal, as something to aim for, so I thought, let's try and make some money. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell you guys what I'm going to be doing to try and make this 5 million gold. As a complete amateur gold maker, I don't understand auction house markets, I don't understand Trade Skill Master 4. I've been trying, I've been watching Want to Buy Gold's videos, pretending that I understand, and feeling really smart whilst watching the videos, but then going away and actually coming to the auction house and having no clue what's going on whatsoever. And I've imported scripts and things, which is obviously not advised, and it's not worked out. There we go. But I've tried, and I guess I'll just pick up things as we go along. So, I'm going to tell you about what I'm going to be doing to make this gold and the tools that I'm going to be using. So, the first thing to do if you were deciding, like me, that you want to try and get this LongBoi mount before it goes, is come to this website, the website of mass disappointment. Here's one I prepared earlier. So if you Google Brutosaur calculator, you'll find this website. It's the first one that you'll find, and this will kick your ass into reality. So, I currently have 50,000 gold. I've got a little bit more than that, but I'm just using that as a little ballpark figure, 50,000 gold. I think the Caravan Brutosaur will be removed on October the 1st. Now they've said, that's the earliest, as far as we're aware right now, that's the earliest that Shadowlands is going to be released, so that is when the Brutosaur will be going away. So when they announce the actual date, it might be later than this. It's likely to be a bit later than this. So you can change this number. And let's just do that. So let's just say it's October. Let's just say it's November the 1st. Let's see how much this changes that. By quite a lot, actually. So this is the only time you would ever hope for an expansion to be later than later than you want it to. So there we go. So 50. I need to earn 42,000 gold a day. That is a lot. Okay. But I love this little message here. I can do it. Because you can do it, it is possible, absolutely possible. And per week, 297,000 gold, 300k gold a week. It's not going to be an easy task, but we're going to try, and I'm probably going to keep you updated with this journey as we go through. So underneath, we've got additional ideas. So if you're not good at playing the auction house, I am not good at playing the auction house, you might be the same as me. Here's some things you can do to earn raw gold. Now, raw gold is basically just like, you do a dungeon, you get gold off the mobs, you get materials, you get greens, epics, blues, whatever, and then you just vendor them straight away. That is just raw gold. Like, there's no auction house involved. It's straight into your pocket. It's, that's it. It's super easy. It's probably the most reliable source of gold out there. Like, that's undisputable. So what I'm going to do here, I've got 5 characters that I'm thinking of running through these things that you can do, these raids, basically, each week. So I'm going to put that on 5. This is going to go down slightly. So if I did all these things, all these old raids, with 5 characters a week, I would earn 320,000 gold a week. So there we go, 45k a day, which is enough. I would do that if I did that for all those weeks. I would do that. But there's some things that, so Emissary Rewards, BfA Emissary Rewards, 4,000 G a week. So I'm assuming that's meaning that the 2k gold emissary will be up twice a week. If that's true, we can leave this ticked, but I'm not sure that it is up that often, so I'm going to untick this. I'm also going to untick Rustbolt Paragon rewards because only one of my characters is eligible for Paragon rewards from Rustbolt, so I'm going to untick that. But I will do that on that one character, which is my main. The Timeless Question, I can't bother going to the Timeless House, so I'm not going to do that. And the Trolls of the Thunder King, I don't want to do that. It's 45g a day. Obviously, it does add up. Oh, no, sorry. Trolls of the Thunder King is 300g a run. But I'm just not going to do that. And my rogue is Alliance, and I play Horde now, so I'm going to untick this. So what I'm left with is just the raids. And that's what I'm going to do. So I've got a little thing on my phone where I've got the raids, and I'm just going to tick them off as I've done them on each character and try and aim to do all these on 5 characters. I do have a 6th ult, which is a priest that I boosted, so not very good gear or anything, but I might run her through some stuff as well. So that would mean 281,000 and a half. What? 281,500 gold per week. Let's speak proper English. So that wouldn't be enough, but that's okay because there's some other things that I'm going to do to get some gold on the sidelines. So I'll tell you about those. So obviously the auction house. So we mentioned the auction house. So to be successful on the auction house, you kind of need to understand the markets and things. Obviously, I'm an amateur gold maker, so I'm obviously talking complete nonsense. But this is I've done a lot of research in the past couple of weeks, and this is kind of what I've gathered. So you need to understand markets, and you need to understand your server's markets in specific. So if you have no history of looking at that and watching the markets and seeing when the prices fluctuate, like do things fluctuate on reset day, do things fluctuate like potions value on raid nights, so those are like common sense things that you might understand. But your server, if you're playing on like a dead server, that might not be the case. On dead servers, rare things like rare mounts or rare pets tend to sell for higher because there's less available, but obviously they might not sell for long, like it might take a long time to sell it. So there's things like you've got to understand all that. I currently have, as you can see on my character here, on the auction house here, we've got an add-on called Trade Skill Master 4 installed. I have 1.5 million gold worth of stuff on the auction house, but as you can see, where are we? I've not been doing that great with actually selling stuff. So sales total gold earned 10k, and that's in the past like 3 days. So it's something. It's something I'll probably get better at when I figure out TSM more. But yeah, it's something. Obviously with the auction house, if you're farming things like transmog, you can be really like kicked in the nuts by any competition. So you could have, if yours is the only item on there, obviously transmog does sell, but it takes a long time to sell. If you're the only person with the item on there, then you're in a good position. But if somebody comes in and undercuts you and theirs sells, you could be waiting another 3 weeks, 3 months, whatever, for the item to sell. So it's not reliable really if you want in this gold steady. That's why I'm going for raw gold. But what I am going to do, and there's a few things that the few tools I'm going to use in this raw gold farm to speed things up and just to make sure that I don't make any daft mistakes. There's an add-on called Loot Appraiser, and obviously Trade Skill Master 4. So Trade Skill Master, if you've not used that before, it gives you like tooltips and items. So let's just try and find something here on the auction house. So, because this is my bank card, I don't have anything on. So you can see there, it tells me how much I get for disenchanting that, the minimum buyout on the auction house, the market value, which is what it would sell for, on my realm. That's the average that it sells for. And the region market value, which is obviously I'm EU, so in the EU, that's what it sells for on average. So there's things like this. So you might get, you might be doing a raw gold farm, you might get some greens. A lot of them might just sell for 50 gold or whatever. That's quite good, so you can just vendor that. But you might get the odd one that sells for a lot of money. So like this one here, for example, it sells for 9 gold to a vendor, but apparently its market value is 292k. I don't really understand why, because it's a nice looking pole arm, but it's if it is a pole arm, yeah, but it's nothing amazing. So, but obviously some transmog farmers have, or people that buy transmog have paid that amount of gold for that in the past. So I know it's worth putting that on the auction house. So that's what I've done. So again, it might be 6 months before that sells, and then at that point, obviously, it's too late. But if it does sell, that's a massive boost, and you don't want to miss out on things like that. Which is why there's another add-on that I've been using called Loot Appraiser, which if you get something when you're doing a transmog farm, not a transmog farm, a raw gold farm, if an item drops that's worth something, it'll ping up, so like, don't vendor that, it's worth something good, and it uses the information from Trade Skill Master to feed that information to you, so it's reliable information. There's a couple of people I've been watching, so obviously I've mentioned Want to Buy Gold. I really do recommend looking at his YouTube channel, if you probably have already if you're interested in gold making, but he's got a good guide on there, and if you're using a druid, how you can do like really speedy runs through dungeons, and you can get like an insane move speed druid as a base. There's those little tips you can use, like using bear tartar, for example, as a food to give you movement speed when you're running through, so that can help you speed up. And there's also Kraken Latte as well. I'll put links to their channels in the description below so you can have a little look at that. But Kraken Latte's guides are really good. You know, sometimes she tells you the routes that she takes through raids to speed you up, and there's little tricks you can use to speed up your mount runs and not your mount runs, your gold. I'm so not used to making gold. To speed up your raw gold farms. So there's some other things I'm going to do as well, which are just pretty standard things. There's nothing special in this. Like I said, this is not a guide. The other things I'm going to do, like the 2k gold emissaries, so whenever they're up, so like I think one of them's up right now. This is the EU, so what have we got? Oh, I've not even gone, I forget I'm on my level 102. But yeah, the BfA emissaries, when you can do the one for 2k gold, you do that on 5 characters, that's 10k gold for like, you know, 5-6 minutes work on each character, so it's absolutely no-brainer to do that. There's some other little things you can do as well. This is obviously if you're getting into all like the goal making mindset. Things like crafting the sky golem with engineering, Vial of the Sands if you've got that recipe unlocked and stuff. It's good to just like for me to craft a sky golem. I've got a character with engineering, goblin engineering. I've got a character with alchemy. So obviously I just need to go on once a day, and Trade Skill Master is really good for that. You don't need to understand everything about that to make use of the program. Even just the tooltips are a good boost of knowledge. But yeah, so Trade Skill Master will remind me every day when I log in that I need to craft one of the Jar's peculiar energy sources, and I need to transmute some living steel. And do that every day for a few days. It takes literally like a minute on each character, and then you get a sky golem out of it. So then I can sell that for like 70k, so that's a massive boost. So this number on that Brutosaur, you know, how long will it take me to get website, even though I was below it, with other things like selling the occasional bit of transmog, selling the cloth and things that I get from doing the old raids and all that, those kind of bits, will boost that up. So this is possible. It's a hell of a task. It's possible. I know what I'm like. I don't always stick to things. So what I'm aiming to do is basically just keep you guys updated with how I'm getting on. I'll probably do a video every couple of weeks or something, just like showing you how I'm getting on. If I've changed the way that I'm doing anything, I'll let you know, and let you know if things have worked, if things haven't worked. Just out of interest, just because why not? It's you know, it's always a weird time to have an expansion. It's not the best time for making money because a lot of markets are crashing. A lot of people are you know, first time goblins, you know, coming to the auction house, don't have a clue what to do, markets are crashing, people don't really need stuff as much as they did, you know, people aren't hammering the raids, all the top raiding guilds have already done it on mythic, so they're not buying as many potions or whatever. It's not the best time to make gold, and obviously a lot of people are wanting to get this Brutosaur, so that's why, for me, raw gold is, you know, one of the best options. So there we go, that's what I'm doing. So let me know what you're doing, guys. Are you going for this Brutosaur? Are you already like a prolific goblin? You've got tons of money already. If you're like me and you're starting out in the gold making, what are you doing? What, you know, are you doing a certain farm? Just let us know. Let's discuss in the comments. So guys, thanks for watching. I know I've not been around for a while. I've been being pretty lazy. I plan to get back on with the videos proper, get some guides and stuff coming up, but obviously there's not really much going on at the minute in the game, is there? So we'll see. We'll have some more discussion videos and look at some Shadowlands stuff, and there we go. So thanks so much for watching, guys. I've been Lazy Beast. Let's go and farm some gold. Take care. I'll catch you next time. Cheers.